believe Softy Mahler from Sports Radio 93.3 KJRFM joins us right now. And Softy, before we get into the Mariners, how was the weekend? You coming in relaxed to start fresh this week?
Weekend was great, man. Had a golf tournament this weekend, and I did not totally humiliate and embarrass myself. So I thought of that as a complete win, by the way, over the weekend. I think all of us, all three of us, Egan, you too, Paul, you wake up every day at our age, and we just tell ourselves, just don't humiliate yourself, man. Just don't embarrass yourself. Don't embarrass the family. Don't embarrass the radio station or the TV station. Don't humiliate the family. The standards are low, and as long as we do that, and I think at our age, we're pretty content. So, yeah, thanks for asking, but it went well. Thank you.
And since we got John, by the way, you know, my fellow PLU Lutes are like, hey, every Monday, Softy's wearing UW purple and gold. Egan, how about a shout out for the Lutes once in a while? So that's why I got the PLU Lutes gear on, because we knew you'd be wearing Husky gear. So there you go. I'm just, you know, just representing.
Paul, there's nobody who represents the Lutes better than Chris Egan. I mean, honestly, like, why is he here with us? He should be working for them. He should be running that place. You're like the de facto president of Pacific Lutheran University, which I'm guaranteeing you that job pays a lot more than you make at that TV station, by the way. So what are you doing, man? Come on, you're wasting your talents.
I don't know. I'm still taking the Sounder train up north and south every day.
Man of the people, man. Seriously. He's a man of the people, Paul, big time.
Can you imagine Chris Egan as the media relations guy at PLU? I mean, he'd have a job there for life.
Yeah, I honestly really cannot imagine Egan doing anything else besides what he's doing right now, because I'm not sure if he's got any other talents besides what he's doing right now. And this is why all three of us do what we do, because there's nothing else we can do besides what we're doing right now.
Bingo,
so I think we're on the right spot.
There you go. All right, listen, since we last talked, the Mariners went 3-3 against the Brewers and the Cubs, and inside that set were two very bad losses. But they are now just 3 games back in the AL West. Overall thoughts on this team right now?
Yeah, well, guys, I think there's a lot of truths to this baseball team right now. Some of them are negative and some of them are positive. They're not a very good baseball team right now. They don't have a very good offense right now. Their pitching staff is kind of falling apart, especially Bryce Miller, who, man, guys, the Mariners are 0-8 in Bryce Miller's last 8 starts, including 1-10 in his last 11. You realize he's put 68 base runners on, 68 in his last 41 1/3 innings, man. This guy's got 30 Ks and 20 walks in his last 8 starts, which, by the way, for those new to baseball, that's not good. That's all bad, by the way, from Bryce Miller's perspective. So all those things are true because they're all happening at once. We're seeing it with our eyes. But at the same time, the other truth is that they're very much in a playoff race. I mean, there's no question about it. The best thing about this baseball team right now is that it's got nothing to do with them and everything to do with the fact that this division absolutely stinks, man. This is the 2010 NFC West all over again, guys. It's the 94 before the work stoppage American League West all over again. So 3 games out with 31 games left to go. Guys, starting September 3rd, the Mariners have a schedule that includes teams that are combined 88 games under 500. They have the easiest strength of schedule the rest of the way in baseball starting today. The Astros just fired their general manager. And I don't know about you guys, but I got a golden rule. You cannot lose a division to a team that fires their GM in late August. You just can't do it, man. So for as bad as this team has been, for as mediocre as they've been at times, they are absolutely very much in a playoff race, and I think they'll be in one until the final week of the year. So buckle up.
I feel like we've been saying this on this show from the start, and let's stay right there. Let's bring up the standings. If you've been watching these teams, guys, the Astros pitching staff is not good. The Rangers can't hit the ball. So the question I have to ask, how many wins in your mind will it take to win the West this year?
Yeah, 81, 500 wins it.
Yep.
81 and 81. There's never been a team outside of a COVID year that has made the playoffs where they sub 500 record, and there won't be today because the final week of the regular season will be for a team to make it to 500 and win the American League week, which is what this thing is. It's not the American League West, it's the American League week, okay? So 81 wins. You get me to 81 wins, Chris, and we're dancing as a division champion. And guess what we're doing, by the way? If they win the West, announced, as of right now, the New York Yankees are coming to Seattle for a wild card series if the playoffs began right now. We may get destroyed by the Yankees in those 3 games, but I'd sure like to find out. You guys know anything can happen come playoff time, right? 3-game series, 5-game series, whatever. Anything could happen. Would it shock the heck out of you guys if the Mariners found a way to sneak in with a 500 record and they goofed around and won maybe a series or 2 in the postseason and finally played up to their potential? It would not shock me at all. I still think this is the best team on paper in the division. I think they'll show it down the stretch. They'll take advantage of the weak schedule, and they will make the playoffs. Book it. Get the graphics ready. Get your producers ready. We're going to the playoffs, boys. You can call it right now on August the 24th. Book it.
Show's over, Paul. Show's done. Right there. We're good. We're good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm off the table.
I need a barf bag listening to you two guys. Listen.
Mr. Negative over here. Jeez, get out of here.
It's not negative. It's just reality. But I will tell you this. Just as fans said, the Mariners have this gauntlet to go through. They've got the Brewers. They've got the Yankees. And then they got the Phillies and the Cubs. Just as we said, they got to hold serve. You're sitting there saying it's going to be a layup against teams like the Angels and the A's. And I just don't believe it because, we all know they seem to play to their competition. And let's not forget, the Astros had a 6-0 lead yesterday, and the A's came back and beat them 7-6. You can't even count out the A's these days, Softy.
Yeah, well, listen, first of all, I'm not counting on the Mariners to go kill anybody in September. I'm counting on them being potentially mediocre and the rest of this division being terrible. All right, that's what I'm counting on. I mean, Paul, like I said, I get it, man. And you know my take on this whole thing. This has been a massively disappointing, underachieving, frustrating baseball team. No matter what happens, whether you make the playoffs or you don't make the playoffs, you got to evaluate everything, and that includes firing a lot of people, by the way, when the year's over. But if they're going to hand us the division, if nobody else wants the damn thing, then let's take it, for crying out loud, right? I mean, if they're giving division championships out, if it's like, I don't want it, do you want it? I don't want it, do you want it? I mean, nobody wants this thing. And the Mariners have the easiest road the rest of the way. As Chris said, the Rangers can't hit, the Astros can't pitch. They're just terrible baseball teams. And I still think on paper, the Mariners have the best talent in this division. I think with their schedule and with the schedule the Rangers and the Astros play the rest of the way, that will be enough to bear itself out. Look, you want to just, forget celebrating, right, this division championship when it does happen. I get it. But this team, like any other baseball team, will be judged on what they do in October if they get there. So stop being so damn negative, by the way.
This is the one thing. This is the one thing I agree with you on, is the fact that their roster, if you compare it to the Rangers and the Astros, absolutely better than those two teams. All right, real quick, your thoughts on what you saw from Cade Anderson on Saturday?
I loved it. I thought Dan left him in, as everybody else thought, maybe a little bit too long, right? I mean, thank God they won the game. If they'd lost the game, that would have been a bigger disaster. But the guy's got the goods, man. And here's what they got to figure out. Are they going to goof around and make this guy be part of a 6-man rotation, which he's never done? Or are they going to get Bryce Miller the heck out of there, put him in the bullpen, and go to a 5-man rotation, which is what they should do? I am just at my wit's end with this lunacy. Every single month, every single week, it's a piggyback. It's a 6-man. It's a 5-man. It's this guy's starting, that guy's out, this guy's in. It's driving me nuts with this team. So I think you've got to find a way to get Cade Anderson into a routine that benefits him. Yes, the most important thing right now is the team. I get all that. But if you're going to bring the guy up from Double-A Arkansas, where he had a lot of confidence, he was pitching his butt off, you got to make sure you set this guy up, Paul, for some success. So I think Bryce Miller, he needs to get out of that rotation. They're losing games. They've lost 10 of 11 with him, 8 in a row. And guys, the thing is, it's not like he's getting screwed offensively either every game. Yes, there's some games where the team isn't scoring runs for him, but he's just not pitching well. Every single game has been an absolute roller coaster or a disaster for Bryce Miller. It's week in and week out. So I would get him out, and I would keep Cade Anderson in this rotation. But I think you saw on Sunday, or Saturday night, why so many people are jacked up about this guy, because he looks the part. Did you watch that game at all Saturday and think to yourself at one moment during that game, this guy looks nervous, this guy looks overmatched? I never thought that for 1 second in the game on Saturday. So far, love what I'm seeing from the guy, but let's get the skipper to maybe manage him a little bit better next time, huh?
All right, let's talk a little offense, and there's been lack of it this year. I mean, Julio Rodriguez, I think, was 0 for 4, 0 for 4, 1 for 5, doing the math on the air, 1 for 13 against the Cubs. But yet, Randy Arozarena keeping this team alive. Would you re-sign Randy Arozarena, Softy?
I would, but for how cheap these guys are sometimes, who knows what they'll do. I mean, you guys know who Randy's agent is. It's Scott Boras. And Scott Boras is well aware that the Mariners need a back. Scott Boras is well aware that Randy Arozarena is going to end up on a lot of people's radars over the offseason. He is picking the right time of the year to heat up. And by the way, all of a sudden, he's kind of playing pretty good defense, too. We saw him rob a home run in that game over the weekend when he led off the game and ended the game with a bomb. He robs a homer. All of a sudden, the guy looks serviceable in left field, not like a total disaster like he was early in the year. So that's good timing for him. I would re-sign him because I don't know where the offense is going to come from. I mean, yeah, they got some young guys in the minor leagues. Las Montes has, 37 bombs now for the Rainiers. He's been tearing it up. Boston Smith might be your future catcher. He's doing great for Double-A Arkansas, but there's nobody proven. There's nobody developed right now. There's no sure thing on this roster. So if you don't spend the money on Randy Arozarena, you're likely going to go out and spend it on somebody else from somebody else's team over the offseason. So the real question is, do the Mariners have the stomach to re-sign him, and will Scott Boras price them out of the market for Randy Arozarena? But to answer your question, absolutely, I'd re-sign the guy for sure.
That is a topic for another day, and I would love to go head-to-head with you guys on that one. We'll keep that for next week.